So I just want to say that the old time that I got, the one on the screen now, that was a really bad run. Like there were so many areas that I just failed really hard. So throughout this run I'll be beating some of the times, like absolutely destroying them by loads. So yeah. Also, I'm not going to be talking through the entire run. There may be little bits throughout the run that I may want to talk about and just say something about. But other than that, I won't be talking much. So yeah. For some reason here I only got a 6, I don't know why I didn't get a 5, I guess it was because I was a bit slow on getting to some of the Marauders, but I don't know, I got a 6.
We have to find those kangaroos. Here's one of those buggers. Get it, Jack. You got it. Ooh, nasty. I see another one. One more. Bon appetit. There's another one! Did someone miss their breakfast? Get him! Get him! Hungry, huh? Keep looking. Did someone miss their breakfast?
So this next kangaroo actually trolled me quite hard. I was going to dive into him then, but he just stopped, realised that I was spinning at him, and then ran the other way. And there again, he just sort of juked me twice. But luckily I was actually close enough to the next mission that I could just dive straight in there.
Maybe me food stores will last a little longer now. If Deimos ever gives you a pass to leave the city, I'll let you take one of me rides for a spin. See you around, newbies. Well.
So as you can see, this cave trolled the shit out of me. It wouldn't do the skip at all, so I had to just keep trying. In the end, I didn't think it worked at all, but I think I'd check in like on the next one or something. I can't get it to work at all. I try like 3 or 4 different angles, but it just doesn't want to work. I got it to work there, but I just gave up. So in the end I just checked and it somehow worked, even though I didn't stand on it, so, you know, I wasted quite a bit of time there. But there's a part at the end of this cave that I know how to save a bit more time than I did last time. So that sort of makes up for that, I suppose.
Shoot the egg! Shoot the eggs! Let's do it, Jack. Easy money. Get him! Got one! Oh yeah, baby! Whoa! Eat this!
So while I was running this, I was watching someone run the game on a stream, and literally while I was doing this run I found out that you can do this. You can go to about here and destroy the egg up there. Whereas previously we had to go around it, which took, I don't know, about 6-7 more seconds, so that saved a nice amount of time. And it was actually discovered on the stream that I was watching at the time of running this, so when I started this run I didn't know about that basically. So that's quite a nice time save.
We gotta get out of the nest, Jack!
And also, I didn't know this, but apparently you can restart the mission and skip this part a bit earlier than what I done. I thought it had to be when that, you know, the microphone speaker thing came up, but apparently you can do it a bit before that, so I'll have to work out when that is. These marauders here also completely trolled the hell out of me. Like, that guy wouldn't destroy, and I really thought I could destroy him by like shooting him and driving into him, but for some reason he just did not die, so I ended up just like, getting stuck on him, and that lost a fair amount of time. this rock here turned me around a bit, so I managed to like actually somehow fail that jump a bit, so that was unfortunate, but I do have 3 boosts, so I could afford to use one there. And also I used one here, which I don't usually do, and another one here, so I guess that makes up for it. I used to fail these jumps loads, but I worked out how to do it perfectly. Well, what you're supposed to do is obviously you do the tall jump and then you shoot CSJ, concussive spin jump, but you don't mash spin and shoot. You have to time the spin right to get the sort of the height out of it, otherwise it doesn't work. And that's what I only recently learned.
Jack, this is Ashlyn. I'm glad you're still alive. I see Jameis still keeps tabs on his old beacons. Listen, I've got to see you immediately. I've landed out by the Oasis, but I don't have much time. Please, come find me.
So yeah, as you can see, I didn't get the greatest RNG on this this fight because I got barely any yellow ammo drops. So, and also I got hit a lot, like without explanation. So I had to heal with light jack here, which automatically wastes like I don't know 10 seconds. Well, no, not 10, about 4 seconds sort of thing. So that wasn't too great, but you know, when the fight wasn't too bad, I guess. I still saved time. just want to say, screw the stairs in this place. The stairs prevent you from jumping and doing all kinds of shit, so I hate the stairs in this jetboard training area. I also failed that. During that cutscene you can actually control, so you can do a side flip and then get some boost and jump up there while you can't see yourself, but I didn't do the side flip. I failed the timing. Here is a trick that I found. The pro strats are actually to spin jump onto one of the last spinning platform there on the jetboard, and then launch jump off of that spinning platform when you hit it. But I figured out that you can stand right at the very edge of that platform that I done and do what I just did. But you've got to get the timing the timing and the length of the jump absolutely perfect. Otherwise you'll fall and it won't be worth it. So I was quite lucky that I got that first time. This I didn't get first time. That it's quite risky going for that. Like, the safe strats are to, you know, to do what the mission says and go into slow motion and cross it like that. But it's a bit slower than doing the jetboard thing, so since I got it second time, it's probably about the same speed, to be honest. But if you get it first time, it's definitely faster. And also that I got first time, which I was really happy with, because usually I fail that once or twice, because that's not an easy trick. That I failed though, that was horrible. Because I got, like, the other parts pretty good, I was getting a bit arrogant, I think, at that point, so I thought, you know, I'll just see if I can go for it, but I failed it. So that was not worth it. But it only lost a few seconds.
Whoa! Yeah!
This jump here I can never get. Like, it's not even that hard of a jump, to be honest, but you've got to get the angle right in that, and I'm just no good at getting it, so I didn't get up there very fast. Okay, so the Eco Mine itself. I'm not good at this place. The idea here is to jump there and curve around the corner and continue jetboarding across here and get up there. But I can't do that first turn. I can jump down, jump over the enemies and get to the platform that I got to then, you know, jump across slower. But I can't do the first bit. However much I practice that, I can never get that down. So that's the thing I'll have to do later. And also that, I can do that fast, but I don't want to risk it since I'm travelling quite fast at the time. So, you know, since it was going pretty good at the time, I took it a bit slower. And also I nearly die here. that guy, and this guy would have killed me, but I managed to press circle just in time, and also here. These places I could have easily died, and this part here was really lucky. When I jumped on my jetboard, I actually jumped over 2 enemies that would have hit me and killed me, so I was quite lucky there. That's actually the best eco mine I've ever had, not gonna lie. That was, to my standards, really good. To like the world record pace, that's not good at all, really. Because you can basically do the entire eco mine without getting off your jetboard, more or less. There's like one part that you have to get off your jetboard, I think. But I just can't because of that curve and things like that, so yeah, I kind of take it a bit safe, but as I said, that was probably the best I've ever done on that.
You gotta shoot the track targets, Jack!
That guy never hits me. That never usually happens. And this is where the run goes downhill a little bit. I don't know how much time that lost me overall. I tried to punch uppercut because I got the angle wrong with the jump to get over there. But I didn't uppercut because I'm an idiot, and I think I pressed X a bit too fast, so I didn't do the uppercut. But it lost, I don't know how long, but I think it lost about a minute, which sucks. Because that could have made this potentially a sub 50 run, but yeah. And you know I said that guy never shoots me. Twice in one run, that's ridiculous. And I got so annoyed at him I actually killed him. That never happens, he never shoots me, but you know, it happened. And also I failed that again, and that's what I tried to do. I tried to punch uppercut. It turns out I must have not hit the platform over there, because I'm not done. Usually you can be done like 10 seconds before this, if previously you hit the other platform, but obviously I missed it, so I had to travel right down here. Lost about, I want to say about 10-15 seconds doing this. I also never usually fail that jump, but that was the thing that happened. Not only was the eco mine in this run the best eco run I've ever had, but this boss fight I believe was also one of the best boss fights I've ever had, and it's probably one of the fastest boss fights you can actually have. I can't see, when I done this, I couldn't see anywhere for improvement at all, really. So yeah, you'll understand in a minute. Basically here, you shoot these guys twice, bam, 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 and they'll go straight off the edge, and he'll go straight into the next phase. So that's definitely the fastest way to do that, and all 3 times he spawns them, I got them first time, so I can't see anywhere for improvement, apart from maybe shooting the trailers a bit faster, but you know, that saves about half a second, so yeah, there's not really any room for improvement here, so this was a pretty flawless precursor robot fight. Like there, I shot to the middle enemy and it knocked off the last enemy as well, so that was really lucky. I wasn't actually intending that to happen at all, but it happened and it was really fast, so that's pretty much the fastest you can do that. I practiced for a while trying to work out if you can skip this boss fight, and the only way you'd be able to do it is by, or potentially be able to do it, is by getting to the platform at the end there, the other side of the hall, while fighting him sort of thing, like right at the beginning of the fight. If you can then if that door then opens, then you can just go to the next area, so you can skip the entire boss fight. But there's a massive invisible wall, like basically where he is now, from left to right, where he is, there's basically a massive invisible wall. And even though you can jetboard jump over to him and stand on the actual robot itself, the wall is so high that I haven't found a way to get over it yet. So Yeah, at the current time, this is the fastest way. You have to fight it, which is a bit annoying, but yeah. However much I practice this here, I never seem to be able to get this down fast. That was a regular concussive spin jump, but I then go to my method, which is the concussive super jump. And it still takes me a few attempts, so I don't think I'm ever going to get this down very well. But the main thing is that I can do it. I don't know why, but I split this really late as well. It was only when I realised that I was losing time that I remembered to split it. My strat usually here is to jump over this pile of rubble, but I got launched and done a trick instead of jumped there, so that was unfortunate. It's a bit of a risky thing to do, and sort of unnecessary. But you know, oh well. And also I transformed into Light Jack because I'm a moron. And here's major time loss too. So yeah, this was a pretty bad Palace Ruins, not gonna lie. Overall it was a pretty horrible Palace Ruins. I lost a lot of time. As you can see at Eco Mine I lost about 49 seconds, I think that is, because of that death, and I think I lost even more here. More than 49, that is. So yeah, that sucked a bit. But it doesn't end there, trust me. Like I said, really bad Palace Ruins, but at this point I didn't want to stop because I was still quite far ahead, and there's a few areas in the late game, the very late game, like the last few splits, that I could save a lot of time on, and well, we'll see that later, so I didn't want to stop basically. So even though split-wise I only lost roughly 20 seconds, well, basically exactly 20 seconds, last time, or on the previous run, I'd also lost a lot of time there. I'd done a pretty bad Palace Ruin, so that's why it doesn't look like I lost too much, but I reckon I lost a hell of a lot of time compared to what, you know, the fastest could be. And already this Reach the Core is very bad. Reach the Core is just it's the worst mission in the run. It's absolutely, it's not the worst mission in the game, I wouldn't say, but like, you know, the whole entire 100% game. all missions, but it's one of the worst. It's definitely the worst in the run.
On your right.
That is the reason why. And also after that, which wastes a lot of time as well, my vehicle gets magnetized to the wall. Yeah, and when I eventually get through with this by rage pressing the boost button, I then get magnetized to this wall. So, this was a horrible reach the core as well. From now on, I guess it isn't too bad, but there's a roll again. It's just reach the core is a horrible mission. It's such a run killer if it goes bad. But just so you know, this is the third run, the third completed run that I've actually done in this game. My very first run that I completed was the 56-55 record that you got on there. The second completed run was something like 1 hour and 4 minutes. It was a really bad run, and this is only the third full run that I've completed. Just throwing that out there. Like the 19 attempt counter isn't full runs. That's just like, you know, just attempts.
Look out, Jack.
I was so lucky to not get destroyed there. As you saw earlier when I died before in this vehicle, it's when you hit a corner at the wrong angle, you'll lose all your health and you'll just explode. So I was really lucky not to die just before then, to be honest. So. I didn't realise the barrier stayed up for a second, so I boosted straight into that. And also, I think on my last run I split right there. I think that may have been a thing. Like at the end of Reach the Core, I think I split on that previous cutscene, just before this. You'll see why in a minute, I'll explain it in a second. But yeah. So for these sections, I never realised it, but I think holding X speeds you up slightly, because you can hear the humming of the vehicle as you drive, and when you hold X, the humming gets slightly higher pitched, and I feel like it goes slightly faster. So I don't know if that is a fact, but that seems like it. Right here, watch my health bar, bam, straight down to like a quarter, and then lightning, dead. That sucked. For one, I was absolutely surprised that I didn't die in that pit, but because I did survive, I then wasn't looking at my health bar, so I didn't realise it went flying down. I was just caring about avoiding other holes, and I went straight into the laser, which then took away the last quarter, which sucked. So now I'm losing all my time. Which is a bit annoying, but But yeah, those deaths were the main. Well, they were the entire reason this run wasn't the best I could do. I lost a lot of time to deaths, about 2 or 3 minutes at least I lost to deaths. So yeah, I can do a lot better than what I done in this run. I almost done the same thing, and my health is now basically on nothing. So if I hit one thing, I'm dead, but fortunately I got to the end here. Last time on the last run that I done of this, I went through the left wall. Like you see this square wall with like wires and whatever that is. I'm about to fly through the one to the left of that. I think I went through there last time. And if you fly through there, your camera gets stuck in the rooms below. 'Cause on the left, I don't know if you can see it here. That's where you're supposed to go on the actual story. So the camera gets stuck in there, and then when I was trying to correct the camera, I then accidentally flew into one of the rooms and got myself locked in a room with enemies, so I then had to fight out, and that wasted a lot of time. So I think that's one of the reasons why I'm going to save a lot of time on this split, and also, I save a lot more time than I think I should, so that's what makes me think I reached the core earlier on my last run, if that makes sense. So, but this was a pretty good dark ship. Panicked quite a bit here, so I jumped off my jetboard, but it made me live, so yeah, that's fine. There you go. I saved somehow. I saved a minute and 44 seconds there, or a minute and 45 nearly. So that's what makes me think all those things maybe save time, because I'm pretty sure I didn't save a minute and 40 on just the dark ship alone. This time, I had actually learned the strat for this. It's not the fastest strat, there was recently discovered a faster strat for this, but the strat I know, which is still pretty fast, I'd done here. I missed this purple target on the leg there, but that's fine because you can actually see it, but there's another one on the back of the other leg. And that's fine because that leg actually comes down in front of you on the route later on, so you're fine with that. But on the first run that I done, oh actually no, here, I missed that one on the right there, which I thought would have completely screwed me over, but the foot goes down there and you can get it there. So I was quite lucky with that. That was pure luck, I didn't know that beforehand or anything, so. But on the first run, the 56-55 run, I did not know this strat at all, so I just kind of shot them as you do with a normal boss, and that took me a lot longer, as you'll see with the split. Bam. 4 minutes ahead. It took me a lot longer. So yeah, and here's my strat for this. I found this strat. Usually you'd go up there and then you'd come up here and go to the right and climb the other platforms. But for some reason there's a platform right here. And the camera dubbed. But yeah, you can then cast a super jump back up there, and that's definitely faster than the other strat, like by a few seconds. So I'm pretty happy that I found that. And I got the super jumps first time, every jump, so that was very good. But yeah, there's not much else to say about this, so yeah, that's the run. Okay, so there's the run. I just want to give a shout out to Rookie, or Tharixa, who is the current world record holder for Jak 3 Any Percent. And if you check out his channel, I'll put the link in the description. He's got a tutorial for this game. He's done a stream tutorial for how to run Jak 3 Any Percent, see if he can get more people running it. So if you want to check that out, which I recommend you do, it's a really good tutorial. You can click the link in the description, that'll take you straight to the video. But yeah, what better way to end the run is there than to softlock on the credits?